Welcome to Inner Swim, a space for anyone called to tune within. If you're intuitive, creative, a deep feeler, earth lover, or a sensitive soul, you'll feel right at home here. I'm Jaylyn, a wellness mentor and yoga teacher supporting women to reconnect with their inner truth, root into their authentic energy, and live in harmony with their nature. So let's pour a tea and dive in. I'm so glad you're here. Hi friends, and welcome back. So today we're diving into a simple yet very profound practice, and that is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude can shift our inner frequency and literally transform the way we move through the world. I've definitely experienced this firsthand. And I just want to start by saying that gratitude is an energetic state. So it's not just a mindless or automatic practice of writing things down that you think you should be grateful for, and it's not something that we should force upon ourselves. But when we're authentically, truly practicing gratitude, we are shifting our frequency and allowing ourselves to be in that high vibrational, energetic state. If you take a look at the emotional frequency scale, if you Google this, gratitude resonates at a very high vibrational frequency. And those high frequencies, not only do they elevate us from lower frequencies into higher frequencies, but they actually generate and attract more higher frequency vibrations. Like attracts like. So the more gracious and grateful we are, the more we attract in our lives to be grateful for, to feel high vibrationally about, and the more time we spend in those high vibrational states, honestly, the better life we're going to have. So these high vibrational states, like gratitude, they actually use a lot of energy in our nervous system, but it's not the kind of energy that causes stress and burnout. So when we're in high vibrational states, our essence and our being is essentially relaxed and in a rest and digest state, because we're being elevated out of survival mode. So when we're focused on what we don't have, when we're focused on what we are lacking, when we're focused on our worries and all of the things that could very easily stress us out, that creates chronic stress and puts us in survival mode and resonates very low on that emotional scale. So it's kind of a paradox, because gratitude and the higher vibrational states, they actually use up more of our energy, but because it's in a higher vibrational state, it's like it's more spacious for us. It's like it elevates us and actually expands our field of perception. Whereas chronic stress, depression, anxiety, depletion, those kind of can dampen our energy and bring us into small mind frames and cause us to be in survival mode, which uses our energy to keep us in fear, to keep us in the stress. So when we want to invite more gratitude into our system, we should simultaneously support our nervous system to be able to hold such a high vibrational and big state, big energetic state, expansive energetic state. So how can we do that? Well, the mind is very, very powerful. So even just focusing your attention, focusing your awareness creates an effect on your energy system, on your nervous system, on your body, and your life. So a very simple practice that we can do is, upon waking each morning, take a few deep breaths before getting out of bed. Close your eyes and let yourself float into visuals or thoughts or words anything that strikes a feeling of authentic gratitude for you. So again, this is not about force, oh, I should be grateful for this, so let me just mention that in my mind. No, this is you with you. So you can be 100% truthful and authentic and really just let yourself drift in what you feel authentically grateful for that morning. So I've been practicing this for a little while now, and I really, really love this practice because it sets me in the right tone for the day. It brings me to a higher vibrational state for my day, and it primes my mind to notice more of what I am grateful for in my life, more abundance, more love, more acceptance, more appreciation, all very high vibrational states. And I'll be honest, I'm not a morning person, so this practice really helps me to feel good about getting up in the morning. It feels like I'm, again, starting off on the right foot. And also, that being said, there are some mornings when all I can feel grateful for is the comfort of my bed and the fact that I have a moment to just lay there in my bed. And it's not that, on those mornings I don't have anything else to be grateful for. I feel like I have lots and lots and abundance to be grateful for. But sometimes our mind doesn't always expand to see all of that all at once. So what I like to do in my own practice is I will just focus in on that, even if it's just one very, very simple, very present thing, like the comfort of my bed, like the light coming through the window and having a window in my room, a very simple, very present thing, and just really drift and sink into that and allow that appreciation and gratitude to kind of flood your system. So it can be something very small, very tangible, very almost, it seems minute, just something that gives a naturally arising sense of gratitude for you. This is the key. This is where the shift happens, and it's all about that energetic shift. So again, don't force yourself to rattle off all of the people and all of the things that you feel like you should be grateful for. If that feeling is authentic, great. But if not, just focus on what is. Tying gratitude into Yoga Nidra practice is also a great practice. So Yoga Nidra or yogic sleep is a rest practice, a sort of rest meditation practice where you lay down, you enter this effortless state, and in some traditions and in some practices, you might call upon a sankalpa or an intention for your practice. And the reason why we do this in Yoga Nidra and in any yoga practice really, but especially in Yoga Nidra, is because we're entering a receptive state and we're really engaging the subconscious mind in Yoga Nidra practice. And so when we start with an intention, that intention, whatever we seed in the subconscious mind, it will take root and it will bear fruit. Maybe not immediately, maybe not even today, tomorrow, but it will absolutely take root and take fruit at some point in your life. So a beautiful way to practice Yoga Nidra is to allow your sankalpa or your intention to be gratitude. To allow yourself to steep in that gratitude and to let the state of gratitude be your intention will settle and stabilize that high vibrational frequency in your nervous system and in your being, simply because you set the intention for it to do that. And what I love about Yoga Nidra so much is it allows us to fully embody these energetic states. So not only are we embodying an energetic state of conscious rest, but we're also, with this intention, embodying a high vibrational state of gratitude and appreciation. So really beautiful practice that becomes a thread of connection for us, especially if we're in a phase in our lives where we could use a little extra support, a little bit of a deeper dive. In my own journey, I've had a lot of cleaning up to do in my subconscious mind. I, for a lot of years, let my mind run amok with negativity and negative thoughts and worrisome thoughts and, these kind of lower vibrational states. And they do create patterns and deep grooves in the mind. And at some point, we have to be willing and courageous enough to kind of go in there, do some deep cleaning, and rewrite some of these programs because, my life is not dark and bleak. And so to perceive it that way is to perceive my life incorrectly. And so I had to do my own inner work to go into my subconscious mind, clean it up, and replant and rewire with new patterns. And one of those seeds, one of those intentions that I really wanted to plant and have planted is one of gratitude. Gratitude is like the highest spiritual practice. Gratitude and devotion. Because, just to be here, just to be alive, and to be a human alive is a great blessing and a great gift. Honestly, no matter the circumstances. And so I hope something in this little talk has inspired you or encouraged you to do a little daily gratitude reflection. You can even try it right now. You can close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths. And allow something or someone you're grateful for to naturally arise in your open mind. And maybe it's many things, maybe it's one, maybe it's very practical, maybe it's very abstract. Just let whatever arises to be there. Focus on it. Focus on your appreciation. Focus on how grateful you are for this. And notice what happens in your body, in your mind, in your energy, in your being when you focus on this thing or this person that you genuinely appreciate. You feel very lucky and grateful to have in your life. And this could be something about yourself too. It doesn't have to be outside of you. You can be grateful for how courageous you were just a moment ago. You can be grateful for how much growth you experience. You can be grateful for being able to be here right now, even just having the privilege to listen to something high vibrational and loving. Just notice how you feel. How you feel is what it's all about with this. And let that gratitude, let that vibrational state soak into every cell of your body. Let yourself embody it. And take that with you as you go about the rest of your day or evening. When we live in gratitude, it's my opinion that we live in truth. Because the truth is that we are very blessed to be here. Even just to have this human experience, whatever it is, like whatever the circumstances. When we live in gratitude, we live in connection with our soul or our spiritual selves. We live in connection with the earth. We can live in greater connection with each other. And we'll find a deeper purpose, not only in what we are up to, what we do day to day, but in who we are right now, in what is present here and now. There can be a sense of a deeper purpose in what already is. So thanks for tuning in today. I hope that you found a little inspiration in this episode, and if you have, maybe share it with a friend or come back to it after a few days, maybe 1 week of your daily morning gratitudes, little meditation in bed, and reflect and see how you feel. Thanks again, and until next time, be well. Thanks for being here and listening, dear one. You can find all of my offerings at innerswim.com. And if you feel called to go deeper into this work, I encourage you to check out intuitive practices like womb yoga, energy healing, yoga nidra, and more. I can't wait to connect with you. I'll see you over at Inner Swim. With love, Jaylyn.